There's no denying that certain things in Japan are just better. Trains, convenience stores, parking garages, and toilets. Even though the heated seats and the bidet might be a little bit too much for me. And in today's video, I'm here to answer a very important question. Does that apply to porta potties as well? During my whole trip, I was searching and looking for a porta potty so that I could make the comparison, and luckily on the very last day, I was able to find one. Now let me show you how we found it. Let's go. So we were visiting some family and driving on our way to get lunch at one of our favorite local sushi places. It's a conveyor belt sushi place where you place orders for what you want on the tablet. And then when it's ready, they send it on a conveyor belt so you can grab it. Most plates were between $1 and $3 each, which is so cheap compared to sushi at home, and the quality is so good. When we were finished, they charged based on how many plates we have stacked up at our table. After we were done, I had to make a request to go back around and find that toilet so I could check it out up close.
Where is toilet?
We were getting sushi in Yokosuka, and on the way there I saw a porta potty, and so on the way back I had to check it out. We're gonna see how a porta potty is different in Japan than in the US. Our driver got us here, so say hi. So I'm filming this on my iPhone, don't have a microphone, so I don't know how it's gonna turn out. But you can tell the toilet is a lot narrower than it is in the US, and there's a big step to go up, and it looks like the door opens the opposite direction. So usually it opens from here, it opens from the other side. Just gonna check it out here. This definitely would not fly in the US. It looks like it's a squat toilet, so you're just gonna squat down and do your business. There's no toilet seat, there's no toilet. It smells disgusting, looks like it needs to get serving. And it only comes with one roll of toilet paper, so definitely a lot different. Let's take a look inside. It's got a little foot flush right here. It looks like it's almost out of water, but you flush it using this foot pump right here, and yeah, you're just gonna squat down, do your business. So I guess you're just gonna squat right here, do your business. I honestly have no idea. I always try to avoid these types of toilets in Japan whenever possible. I'd rather just hold it, make it back to the hotel, and then sit down the good old American way. So there's your latch, close and open, and then your push to open the door. No mirror in here. Got your vents in the corner. Asahi House Industry Co. Got my wife waiting in the car, so I'm not trying to spend too much time in here, but she thinks I'm so stupid. But when in another country, gotta check it out, Looks like everything's riveted together pretty nice, pretty easy to clean. I've been keeping an eye out for a pump truck the entire time we've been out here, but unfortunately didn't see any. All right, time to get back out of here. odor enhancer over here in the corner. But yeah, definitely way skinnier, narrower, and then it's got a nice little latch here to open and close it, looks like, when it's closed. And then I'm just gonna close it, latch it up. And that's what a porta potty is like in Japan. They covered it in a nice thing, but no logo. How are you gonna advertise? There we go, a Japanese porta potty. Made him stop on the side of the road for me. Okay. Finish.
Go. Bye bye.
After lunch, we headed back to Tokyo for our last meal before leaving Japan. We had to get Ichiran, one of our favorite spots. Even though it's a chain, it's still delicious. Once you choose all the items that you want, you customize everything about your bowl, from the firmness of the noodles to the richness of your broth. And one of the best parts, you get to sit down in your own little cubby and enjoy your ramen in peace. Now that we've had some time to settle in, eat some delicious ramen, let's go over the differences of the Japanese porta potty. But funny story, on the way back to my relative's house, we actually saw another one secured down by rope. Wanted to stop, but there's too much traffic behind us. And then on our drive back to Tokyo, I wasn't paying attention, but So was yelling, trying to get my attention because we were driving right past a porta potty delivery truck. He slowed down just for me so I could see what was on the load. It looked like some kind of luxury handicap unit in the back. I'm not sure how they moved that. There was a pink unit, which is obviously for the women, and then a few of those regular units that we saw. And I'm really impressed by the driver because the traffic out here is next level. And now let's get to the actual toilet itself. So it had that step up into the toilet, and now when I think about it, I think that the step is there because that's where the tank is. It's beneath everything. So when you're using the toilet and it's flushing down below, it's obviously flushing into that tank. And I'd imagine that you pump it out of that same hole where you flush. But maybe it has something in the back, I'm not sure. And next, the smell. It smelled absolutely terrible. J&J or Walex, I need you to get connected with somebody in Japan, hook them up with some good quality deodorizer, and I know somebody that'll import or export it for you. Let's get Japan to step their game up. Because honestly, I'm so used to everything being so clean, the train stations, the public restrooms. I was expecting this porta potty to be the same, but it didn't quite meet my expectations. And I definitely expected it to smell better. And also only one roll of toilet paper, that's crazy. I really hope they're cleaning it more than once a week, but honestly, based on the smell, it doesn't really seem like it. We'd be running through that toilet paper in just a couple days. And next is the most controversial thing of the porta potty. There was no above ground tank, nowhere to sit, no toilet seat. So you're stuck there to squat if you're doing your business, and if you're a woman, you have to squat either way. And worst of all, there's no hover handle, so you really have to be balancing. I do have to say, I bet that this really helps with employee efficiency because you cannot just sit there on your phone and dilly-dally. Your thighs are gonna be burning. You just need to get in, do your business, and get out before you collapse. So like I said, I bet on the job site, everybody's in and out. You're never waiting too long to use the restroom, and that's very typical of Japanese efficiency. And then obviously, lastly, the size. Most things usually are smaller in Japan, but inside of the unit, it didn't feel too much smaller just because there wasn't a tank or a urinal or a toilet seat holder on the side cramping you in. And obviously I didn't try and pop a squat. I didn't want to risk it, but it seemed like there was plenty of room. And usually Japanese people are a little bit smaller, so I'm sure it functions pretty well for them. It was plenty tall, seemed like there was plenty of ventilation, and it seemed like it was pretty sturdily manufactured. Whatever company was renting them out didn't put any logos on the side, so I think that is a miss on the marketing. Definitely an improvement that could be made there. But I really think that the US porta potty wins against the Japanese porta potty when matched up in almost every single category. In my opinion, design, comfort, usability, and also cleanliness, which surprised me. So we're gonna chalk this one up as a win for the USA, because let's be real, if there was a porta potty competition, the US is winning the gold medal. All right, now enough of this porta potty talk. It's time to get back and enjoy the vacation. I'll see you next time. Which one is the flush? I can't figure it out. Don't want a bidet myself. I'm in the bathroom in my relative's house right now, but I cannot figure out how to flush it. Don't know which button it is. It's a nice toilet, but can't figure it out. So I gotta, unfortunately, go ask for help. A little bit embarrassing, but it is what it is.